Yo, what up, family? This is Sensei from Ride Fit Nation. It's been a while since I made a video that pertains to motorcycles. I've been posting some workout stuff for you guys, but a lot of y'all ain't digging the workouts, but I'm still gonna keep on posting the workouts until you start to get it in your heads that you need to start to focus on your health while you got it. Well, today, as you see in the title, I'm gonna show you how to reseal your rim, your tubeless rim. And what I use to reseal the rim, I already did the front rim already. Let me grab the back. Let me grab it so you can see it. So I did the front rim. I gave it all the tests that I needed to give it. And this is what the rim looks like. Boom, baby. And you get a chance to see what it looks like in person before it goes on the soft tail. Now, this is a 23-inch rim. Check out all the details that we did, even the powder coated, the bolts. Big respects to my man Ashton from Flower Shop Coating. If you're in Georgia, that's the person for you to check out. All right, so now let me put that to the side. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go and take you through the process as to what I did and how I did it. So in case you happen to have your rim and you get it powder coated and you got to get things done, then you're going to know how to seal it. And you can do the same exact thing for a tubeless rim as well. Same process. All right, let's get it going. So what I did, I went to Harbor Freight and purchased me one of these wheel balancers just so I could rotate the rim with no problem. And of course, when you finish powder coat and everything, you have to put back on your valve stem, right? So I put the valve stem back on and I make sure to tighten it down, but not to where it's overly over tight, just to where you have it's strong enough that no air is going to come out through that. And then I take the other bolt, put that on there, lock that in, okay? And then I'll just do the same thing on the top, make sure I lock the top one down. Take my time, I'm not using a whole lot of force. That's number one. So once I feel satisfied with the tension on that, then I'll move on to the next process. Now the next process is going to be a little tricky. If you pay attention, you will get it. Okay, and by no means am I saying I'm a professional at this. Everybody has their own way of getting their stuff sealed. I'm gonna show you the way I did it and what worked. So what I use is Permatex. See that? Black adhesive sealant, silicone, RTV. Now some people will use the marine one, but I'm using this. Okay, and then the next thing I did was you get a card, a really stiff card that you can cut, and you want to mark it, and you want to cut it to where it can fit in that little crevice. All right, so I'm going to cut it here. Boom. So now I know I'm going to get close. It's not quite where it needs to be, so I'm going to cut it a little bit more, about right there, and that should give me exactly what I need. So now when I go like this, it gives me that full point so I could rub it all the way down. And take your time, because right now it's still not fitting the way I want it to fit. So I'm gonna cut it a little bit more. You know what I mean? If you cut it a little bit too much, you're not gonna get in trouble. But you do want it to fit in that crevice. Now we fitted. See, now I could press and I could just roll all the way through, all right? Now, make sure that you got everything cleaned out. Got everything cleaned out. You check it, you inspect it, all right? And then what I do is I get my gloves on, because this thing can get a little messy. And you can order the adhesive on Amazon because it comes in the big tube. All right, and the process is not really difficult, man. If you could put toothpaste in your mouth, you can do this, all right? So what I do is I stand up and I start to squeeze. Look at what I'm doing. I start to squeeze just like this. Now, some people, they'll start to fill in these little holes right here, and you can do that as well. You can put a little bit more around it. But what's going to happen is you want to start to get this to start to fill all those gaps. So what I do, I just do these really tight swivels, these swirly, squiggly stuff, as I squeeze the adhesive down. And it's gonna make sure to cover all of that. And then when they get in this area, I work my way around the valve stem, because you don't want to cover the opening on that valve stem. That's where the air comes through. You see it? And then look, it's going to bring me back to where it started. Like I said, it's not a hard process, man. Some people, I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube where they make you feel like you're about to go and visit God or something. So let me start from where you can see me. I go like this, and I just run it, and I press. And this is just layer number 1. And I just keep on rolling, 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 rolling. See it? You can see it starting to smooth out. And what happened is we're doing the first layer, and when I get to the valves, I just go from here and work back a little bit, okay? And then you could just use your hands or whatever you want to do just to get the valve area covered, but not the opening. Remember, we're not covering the opening. We're just touching the valve. All right, so that's layer 1. Now, normally this is a 2-day process. You let it dry after you get the first layer, and you're satisfied, then you do it again. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some more on here now, because now that I see what I got, and I'm gonna do another layer, that way I'm gonna be satisfied knowing that all of these spokes, they're gonna be covered the way they need to be covered. And then tomorrow, I'll open up the other jar because you're gonna need two of these, especially if you're doing both rim, all right? So just make that swiggle. I could tell this is almost done, but it's almost done at the right time. All right, boom. So we're gonna do that again. It's a beautiful process, especially when you start to take your time. And you could go back. You could go back with the extra. You know what I'm saying? That's why you want to cut this to fit directly inside the crevice. Look at that. Starting to cover it. It's like paste. It's like real pasty. And that's how you want to treat it, like paste. Like you're painting this thing on and you're sealing all of the openings. You see? Can you see it? Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. You just take your time. Remember, there's no hurry. There's no hurry. That's looking good. And I'm taking all the extra that's on here. See this extra? All this extra stuff here is what I'm reusing in those areas where I could see that it needs covering. There we go. And once again, once I get back to that valve, I work my way back opposite direction. And you could do the whole thing in one day. I mean, you don't have to necessarily wait. But I prefer to just do one layer, you know what I mean? Like get that full coverage. And then tomorrow, I will do the other layer, finish it up, and then I'll bring it to get the tires put on, or the tire put on, not tires, because we already got the front done. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to do a master roll. Just roll it, smooth it out, keep on smoothing it out. And any little mess you see, like when it starts to lift up, just smooth it like that. And then like right here in this to the crevice, you could take any little thing and get that smooth because the card won't fit. But if you know how to like, use the card like this, you can. The edges is not going to be as smooth as the rest of the area. But remember, this is not a pageant show. This is about getting your bike safe. Okay? So we're good. So what I do now, I'm going to get some paper towel and just clean up the edges. That way this can dry. And I'll just do circle it around with you so you can see it. You got these little bubbles. You got all these little pieces. Those are the things you want to cover up. So tomorrow, when this dries, then we're going to finish this off together. And let me get the paper towel and clean out that part. All right, let me zoom this camera in a bit. Bring it in a little closer. So right now, I got some of this stuff here, right? You want to make sure that you keep this clean no matter what. Keep this clean. Don't get nothing in it because that's going to block the airway, okay? You're not going to get any air through that. And then you have the glove on, right? So you can baby that in. You could manipulate this, rub your finger around it, make sure that you're comfortable. And then once you get that little roughing, and if you want to smooth it out some more, then you just take the card and you work your way back here. All right. There we go. And then when this dries, then you're going to have a nice solid seal, and it's going to protect all of this. So you can still see the indentations of those spokes. I'm not going to want to see those indentations tomorrow, right? So I want to make sure that I'm going to clean all that out. And just because I'm anal with Satan with certain things, I'm just going to clean off these little edges just so my spirit can feel good and say, okay, I didn't do any sloppy work. I just stick the little paper towel on the edge, and I just roll it to collect as much as the goo on the edges as possible. That way I know that I'm cleaning it out. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll just fold the paper towel again, and then I'll get on this side. And like I said, I'll just find like a little edge here. I'll just show you. And then I'll just roll and let that just smooth it down. There you go. That's the full rotation. So once again, look at how it's looking. Big difference than before. And then that's it. All right, so we're going to give that some time. We're going to let that sit. I was contemplating if I wanted to do it and just show you how it's done, or if I wanted to actually do it and show you the finishing product. I'm going to actually show you the finishing product, so I'm going to let this thing dry, and then I'm going to come back again and do another coat so you can see the difference, and then that's how you will seal your rim. Now, one of the things about the rims is when you do so this is a tubeless rim, which means that you can't put a tube in a tubeless rim. But if you get a rim that's tubed, you could make that rim tubeless. Does that make sense? And this is just from what I researched and what I found. Let me know if I'm wrong. But you don't want to put a tube in a tubeless rim. It's not designed that way. The lip, everything is designed different. So if you got spoke rims and you want to go tubeless, then this is the process of what you would do to get it tubeless. And it's not a hard one. It's not complicated. It ain't nothing. So anyway, let me stop ranting, and I'll see y'all back here in a few seconds, because it's going to take that long for you to see it, but some hours for me. Let's go. Leave the comments. Let me know what y'all want to see on Ride Fit Nation, because the Anubis is coming together really nice. And I know a lot of you guys who have been following me for a while is wondering what the hell happened to Beast. Well, Beast is getting done up, man. Beast has been just chilling. I'm not in a rush to get Beast on the road right now, but he will be out, and he's going to look completely different. I'll see y'all in a few. All right, this is day number 2, and I'm just doing the next layer, a quick overlay. That way we can get everything else covered properly. There we go. Install a new package. Like I said, the other one was on its way out of here. So we're going to put a new container. Get that cut. Start squeezing. This is a quick process. Doesn't take a long time. Just once you start to come out, there we go. Now we working, baby. You want to look for any excess openings. And like I said, this is the next morning. So this thing is completely dried. All right, let me go away from it this way. Come around here. Run it down this way. Now we're talking. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. That is second round. And I'm gonna do a little bit of filling in this little edge right here. You know, while you have the opportunity and you see any little imperfection that you can fix, you take the time to patch it up and fix it while you can. There we go. Let's get this smoothed out. You don't want to have any air, any spot where air can come out. All right, that's it. Simple, baby. Let that dry for a few hours, and then you can start to implement the tire install. All right, fam, that's it. The process of how to reseal your rim anytime you have to get it powder coated, anytime you want to make it into a tubeless rim. It's a simple process, not very difficult at all. You understand the idea of it. And remember, this one is a tubeless rim already. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot put tubes in a tubeless rim, but you can make a tubed rim tubeless by simply following the procedure, clean out the inside of everything, and make sure you have a nice clean layer and start to layer on your adhesive, okay? You could also use the 3M one. The 3M has a marine one, which is like a white caulk, just as this. I like the black. And then they also have the tape that you can tape around. There's so many ways to seal your rim. And from the looks of this, as I go around, I don't see any holes, because you want to inspect everything. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you look at it. And if you see anywhere that air might be able to escape from, your job is to just seal that up. And that way you know you're good. You're good to go. All right? So this is Sensei. It's good to be back on the channel. You guys are getting an idea to see what Anubis is going to be looking like. You got to see a little bit of background. If you've been paying attention, you saw the bike in the background. It's going to be a beautiful bike. I'm going to be doing a reveal party at the house with the club and a couple of other members. And you guys will get to see the video of that when we reveal about 7 new motorcycles. But in the meantime, let me know what are some of the things y'all want to see in this channel as we begin to keep on growing the channel. I'm never going to turn my back on y'all. I'm going to keep on sharing things, workouts, mindset, things about money, things about business, things about life, things about motorcycles, because this is what we're about. My goal is to get the channel to go up to the next 10,000. Right now, we're at 7,000 plus subscribers. Let me give you the exact number, and then that way we can go and grow it. I don't know why I'm saying so damn much, but it is what it is right now. Okay, so here we go. So we got 7,167 subscribers as of today. And today is the 19th of January, 2024. Let's get this thing up to 10,000 subscribers. And then we're going to double that to 20,000. And I can't do that unless you start sharing what Sensei is doing on Ride Fit Nation along with Iron Bread and the squad. All right? We out of here. Look at this. This beautiful, ain't it? Come on, baby. I like it. All right. Peace.